This is gonna go well.
Okay. I've never filmed with you like this before. It's weird. All right. Hi, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Look who's here. This is my husband, Mike. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi. We're here to do the Q&A, finally. I asked you guys to ask us questions like over a month ago, so I'm sorry it took so long. So I asked you guys on my Instagram stories and my community tab for questions, and you guys came through, so thank you very much. We've never filmed like this before, so hopefully it goes well. Our cats are in here, they're going buck wild, Okay, so we're just gonna jump into the questions because what else are we gonna do? Yeah. The first one is, how did you guys meet? You wanna answer this or you want me to answer it?
Oh, I can never get it all right, but through Hillary and Jake, and so just friends pretty much.
Yeah, mutual friends. My first year teaching, one of the math teachers that I supported knew Mike through mutual friends, and she was like, hey, I know this guy named Mike who's like really cool. I think you guys would vibe. And then you literally friend requested me on Facebook.
Oh, I was perfect.
I mean, that's what you did back then. It was, I feel like you still do that now.
Great,
yeah. And then we eventually started talking on Facebook, like he messaged me or something, and then so mutual friends. Okay, the next one is, how long have you guys been together? Do you know this?
Oh, jeez. My memory.
We both have terrible memories.
Yeah,
Awful memories.
It was 2017 or
Yeah,
so.
We started in 2017, March of 2017.
2
so
years now, 7,
6. Yeah, almost 6. So long time. All right, and the next question is our first date story. Do you want to tell that?
Picked you up in Challenger at your parents' house.
Yeah, he used to have a Challenger, a Chevy Challenger?
Dodge
Challenger. And it
RT.
was really cool. That's the only reason I said yes to the first date.
Oh, that was
I'm
it?
just kidding.
And then we went to the coffee shop, and I ran the red light that
He ran a red...
Did not happen.
He ran a red light. You did. He ran a red light on our first date, and like I literally had just met him like 5 minutes prior. So I was like, what, do I say something? Do I not? I didn't say something to him until I think like a month into our relationship. I was like, hey, remember on our first date? I just want to let you know you ran a red light. And he was like, what?
Way afterwards, all the problems of our first date were too loud at the coffee shop, I guess. I remember.
Oh, you were talking really loud.
I was excited.
I know. You also got like a really strong coffee, and I think it just made you real jittery.
I didn't know what to get.
You probably had
bougie shops.
You probably hadn't eaten anything all day.
No.
I just know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways. So then we went to a coffee shop, just the two of us, because we wanted to like spend time and like get to know each other. And then our mutual friends who introduced us, it was 2 other couples. We met up with them for dinner and bowling. That was fun. It was a fun night. I spilled beer all over my boots. They're still stained to this day, like 6 years later.
They were clean properly.
Yeah. Probably not. Most of our questions were about like becoming parents and baby questions, which makes sense because that's obviously like a really huge part of our life right now. All right, the first question is, are you doing a baby room? And if so, can you give us a tour? That is coming along. It's in progress.
Paint's done. Baseboard's getting painted now.
Yes.
I gotta build a bunch of furniture and then do the furniture swap into the basement. And then finish the basement.
That was another question we got, is if we were going to stay in this house or move into a bigger house. We have like a 3-bedroom house, so our master bedroom and then my makeup room and then Mike's office that's now going to be the nursery. And we thought about moving for a hot second. We toured a couple houses. I thought about moving. Mike was never really on board.
No, not initially. I want to move, but
not yet. The market's just not good right now. I'm sure, I mean, if you live in the United States, I'm sure you realize like the rates are insanely high right now and just, it's not a good time to move.
You know, new baby and a new house. It's a lot.
True. That is a lot all at once. That would be a lot. So we are finishing our basement. I've talked about that a couple of times on past videos, but Mike, we are not finishing. We are not finishing our basement. Mike is finishing our basement. And he's doing a good job.
It's coming along.
It's coming along. He has it like all framed out, and then we're going to get the electrical stuff done soon. We have a friend that does that for his job. And then we're going to paint the ceiling.
Yeah. Painting.
Drywall.
Then drywalling, then mudding, then sanding, then painting the walls.
And then getting
carpeting. But
so is it going to be done by the time Ivy's here? Oh, we didn't say that. Oh, that was another question we got. Sorry, I'm like bouncing all over the place. Is name of our baby. So I think you guys already knew we're having a girl, but we decided on the name Ivy. So Ivy June. I like that. I put it on my Instagram stories.
It met my requirements.
Which were?
I just wanted a name that was like, how would I say, like, that wasn't unheard of.
Yeah.
I need to hear someone that had the name before.
Yeah.
And it was like a short name.
Yeah. He likes short names like Mike.
Everyone I knew had a normal name.
Yeah, normal names, I guess. Yeah. You know, like a lot of people want those like unique names.
Based on Game of Thrones names.
yeah, like just interesting names, and he did not want that, which is fine. So we decided on Ivy because that's just cute, I think. And then I chose the middle name June because that's a really important month to us. Both our birthdays are in June, and we got married in June, so I thought that was cute. But anyway, so we're finishing the basement. I don't think it's going to be done by the time she's here, but that's fine.
But
it doesn't need to.
It doesn't need to be fully finished before I go down there already. So
yeah, so
I'll probably have the baby room done.
Yeah.
Hopefully within a month.
And honestly, even if that's not done, I'm trying not to stress about that either because she's not going to sleep in it for a while anyways. She's going to be attached to my hip and then obviously sleeping with us at night in the bassinet. So
yeah, we're totally ready, so it's fine.
We got a lot of baby questions.
Nothing to worry about.
Yes. So let's find another baby question. Oh, this one's cute. What are you most looking forward to about What are you most looking forward to about becoming a dad?
Like I already talked about today at dinner.
Well, they didn't hear it.
I was just but you get to relive your childhood. You get to do all the fun things again, and no one's like, "Why is this guy playing on the playground? What a weirdo!"
Right.
Now I can do that. Like, oh, he's got a kid. It's cool.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun too. I mean, it's a whole new experience, so that's gonna be awesome.
It's kind of terrifying.
It's gonna be a lot. Sleep's gonna be obviously the most scary part.
Yeah, but honestly, the whole like not sleeping well thing is only for the first like couple years. I mean, once they get a little bit older, they sleep through the night, and then you know what I mean. Well, then by that time we'll be having another baby, but yeah. So I mean, the whole sleep thing is like it sucks in the moment, but that doesn't last forever. Yeah. But
it'll be interesting. Everyone says it just completely changes your perspective on life. So
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I mean, I feel like it's already changed my perspective on just makeup and like buying less and like, you know what I mean? So just there's more important things in life than makeup. I love makeup, don't get me wrong. Like I still do, but yeah, so I get that.
What are you most nervous about? Maybe that's one good one.
No. What's the thing you're most worried about with being a new mother? Everything?
Yeah,
literally everything.
We are hard, like doing big changes is always scary for us. Like, usually just kind of fall in our lap, so.
Yeah.
But
like when we found Butterscotch, we didn't like wake up one day and we weren't like, let's get a pet. He like fell into our laps and like was just there, and we decided to keep him. And then even like getting pregnant, I've talked about that in my past Q&A about that. She was a surprise. So which is good. It was a good surprise. I think it was like how it needed to happen. But yeah.
Yeah, you never feel like you're fully ready.
You're never ready. Yeah. So what was the question?
What are you most nervous about?
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just literally everything. I am getting very, 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 very scared of childbirth, but I think that's just everyone's terrified of childbirth. But just after where she's born, I mean, being a good mom, I just want to be a good mom and like love her and support her and not be too harsh on her and not like be too naggy. But I don't think he's gonna let me do that. He's like, yeah, like you're good about like calming me down and being like, why are you freaking out right now?
I don't know. The whole thing's just nervous. You can't really pinpoint like one part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just a scary thing and all. But
yeah. But we're excited. I'm excited. Yeah. I like think about her when I like feel her moving. I'm like Someone asked what are some baby names you like but won't use or baby names you considered. We hated all names.
We're so indecisive. I don't think I could come up with a name and be like, there's a reason I have this name. I think we kind of stumbled upon Ivy.
Yeah.
It worked out. We had that baby name app, and that went nowhere.
I tell you guys about.
What was the one name?
Baby Tinder. So they have this app that you can like swipe left or right on different baby names, and then like you link your guys's, I guess like accounts together, and then when you match, it like comes up with a name. So it's like I kept calling it like baby name Tinder, and we did not match on any of them.
And then it just started like repeating them. So, like, it didn't work out.
We did not. There wasn't a ton of. I had names that I liked just from like I'm a girl, so I've been planning my baby names for like my whole life. But he didn't like a lot of them, which was fine. The one we did think about for a hot second was May.
Autumn.
Yeah, you liked Autumn a lot. I liked Autumn, but I didn't really love it. But we thought about May for a while, M-A-E. But then we were sitting at dinner.
Too Southern, right? Was it?
I don't know. We were sitting at dinner one time, like just eating over in our kitchen, and you called her May, and we both were like, no, not that name. So yeah, honestly, Ivy was, and it took him a while to even like Ivy. He didn't like it at first. He kind of had to like get used to it and like
acclimated to it.
Yeah, I just kept calling her Ivy, and eventually he was like, all right, let's
I had to come up with better alternatives. So
yeah, which listen, you should have seen some of the names he swiped on. I'm not gonna say them because if they're like someone's name, I don't want to offend anyone, but there were some names he swiped on that he liked.
I'm just glad I got Raleigh out of the picture. That was...
Oh, okay. I've always liked the name Raleigh for a little girl, and he just does not like it. But then he liked the name Savannah, which is also another city name, so it doesn't make sense.
It wasn't the city. It was... Okay.
We had so many conversations about the name, you guys. It's not even funny, but we decided on Ivy. So, are you excited to be a girl dad?
I'm excited to be a dad in general.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think we really cared what the gender was. Like, some people really want a boy or a girl, and we were just happy about either.
I feel like it would be easier for me to know what to do with a boy.
Right.
Because I am a boy.
Right.
But it'll still be awesome, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, for sure.
When they're young, they don't really care. You can do anything with them. They'll have a blast.
Girls can do anything, so it doesn't matter. She can do anything her whole life. He made a comment one time about her odds of becoming an engineer going down by like 75% because she's a girl versus a boy. And I was like, listen, just because she's a girl, it doesn't mean she can't become an engineer. I would love for that to happen. So girls can do anything they want. Don't you forget it. I think someone else asked how many kids we want. I don't see it on here. But probably 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a lot after 2.
Listen, we'll be lucky if we get another one. This pregnancy has been interesting. I'm just...
Yeah, have you seen the parents with like 4 or 5 kids?
Those people are amazing.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even have a kid yet, and I'm like...
We got 2 cats, and we're like, whew. Jeez. I'm like, Emily wants a 3rd cat. I'm like, no. That's a lot.
I know. It's a lot. So...
You're crazy. But, kids aren't crazy.
Kids will be piece of cake. Yeah, so probably 2. Yeah, here's the thing.
You gotta get through the first whole thing.
I know, right? Yeah, so this pregnancy, I'm just so freaking uncomfortable, which I know is normal. You're always uncomfortable when you're pregnant, but just the thought of that, like, I'm gonna be 30 in June and doing this again in like 3-4 years, because I do not want to have my babies back to back. I don't want like 2 under 2. That sounds terrible to me.
You would not.
I don't think I can handle it. So like the thought of being pregnant again in like 4 or 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years, I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, however many years older, 3, 4, 5 years older.
Just play by ear.
Yeah, we'll see. So we might have 1, but we plan on 2. Ooh, does Mike prefer you with or without makeup?
I mean, that's a loaded question. I can't answer that. But obviously, I feel like you are more comfortable with yourself with makeup on because you won't go out or anything.
I'll go out without it. I mean, I'm not gonna go to like a dinner without makeup.
You won't go out like a dinner or something.
Yeah,
like that.
But I'll go to like the grocery store without makeup.
So I like you with makeup on because you're more confident. I feel like with makeup on.
Yeah.
You're more sassy.
Ooh. I feel like I'm sassy without makeup too, but yeah, I feel that. I understand that. And this other one was, how does Mike feel about girls who love to wear makeup? Since you are a makeup lover, I know some guys do not like makeup and prefer natural looks, while other guys don't mind it.
No, it's a hobby. They like to do it, so
yeah.
I think it's fine.
Even today, we went to our local meat market. Random to buy some chicken breasts, and I told him in the car afterwards. I was like, I can never tell if people, like when I have like hot pink eyeshadow on like this, I'm like, I can never tell if people are looking at me because like they're like, what is that girl doing in like hot pink eyeshadow? Because we live in a pretty small town. Like, I mean, people wear makeup obviously, but I don't know. So I never know like why people are possibly looking at me. And he was like, I like it. I think it looks good. Like, do you prefer natural looks, or do you like when I'm like full beat? Well, I don't really do, you guys see me on all my videos. I don't really do natural makeup. I mean, more natural, I guess, colored eyeshadow, but for the most part. This next one is your ideal date night if you could go anywhere and do anything. Ooh.
You want to go first?
No, go ahead.
I figure for us, it's always like go somewhere new and get like good food that you would not like, oh, this is a really cool place. And then usually like live music, we always really like.
Oh yeah, we love live music.
And then I don't know, just like a normal like fun date night. That's just go somewhere new. Or
we also really like to play pool.
Yeah,
although he always beats me, it's stupid. I've literally beat him like no,
once.
That's not what
Okay.
you let me win. Oh, that's not true.
I
He did not let me win.
I mean,
but I literally have only beat him one time at pool.
Yeah, I feel like the date nights we don't really try to like plan out are always the most fun. Where it's just like,
I agree.
You know, you end up at a random pool hall you pass or something like that.
Yeah, really or just try a random new restaurant. We really like to go to breweries. Obviously, I cannot drink right this second, but we like to try new breweries around us and like that kind of stuff. Or
like, you know, like a cool winery.
Yeah, oh
see,
yeah.
Like some cool scenery and stuff like that. It's always really fun.
Yeah.
You're in Ohio, so
there's not much to do around here, guys.
anything cool, you're like, oh my gosh, I get this in Ohio? That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
So when you find something like that's actually unique, it's really nice. It's not just some chain restaurant thing.
Yeah. We also really, I mean, this isn't like a date night, but like we really, really love hanging out with our friends. I feel like we are so lucky with the group of friends we have. His friends prior to us dating, and then my friends prior to us, we've just kind of all meshed and like become really close. And yeah, we have like a really amazing group of friends. Like it's not lost on us how lucky we are we have them. So we love doing stuff with them. We go on vacation with them, out to dinners with them, all that stuff. We're planning like a weekend, and not a whole weekend, but like a thing in Columbus coming up with one of them or is having his birthday. So yeah, it's just fun to do stuff with them too. I think that definitely helps.
It's always fun to hang out with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. How does he like you being this was like 2 questions. What were your husband's thoughts when you first started your Instagram journey? So I started my Instagram like almost 5 years ago at this point, like 4.5 years ago. It's a long time. And then how does he like you being a YouTuber? I don't really consider myself a YouTuber, but I mean, I do YouTube, but so go ahead, take it away, sir.
No, I love it because like it gives you, it's like your outlet, I feel like. So it's a great hobby for you, and like I feel like you really get to express yourself better than like, I don't know. It's just a really cool thing to see you do. Like I could never do this. Being in front of a camera. Super awkward.
Yeah. You should see all the stuff we're cutting out.
Unless I'm bossing someone around in a meeting or something. It's not my lots of Zoom meetings, that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing is like she gets to be passionate about something and she's like super excited for it. You know, it's really cool to see her like get super excited about just the whole experience of the whole thing, and I always like to encourage that because, you know,
I'm excited to still have YouTube for after I have her. I think I think I've said this before, but if you do not know, I including my job, I only work part-time at a bank anyways, so I'm gonna honestly, I feel like the amount of money I make there would literally just all go straight to a babysitter anyways, or like a daycare, so it didn't really make sense for me to keep working. So I'm gonna quit my job and be a stay-at-home mom, but I'm excited to still have YouTube for after I have her. I know it'll be hard, I'm sure, to like find time to film and energy, especially the first couple months, but well, I've also told you guys this. I'm going to try to pre-film and get some videos done, and then we'll see. I'm just so tired all the time. So I'm going to try to pre-film to have some videos up for you guys. Because I know that like when you take a break from YouTube, it just like kills your channel. So I'm just excited to like still be able to have this as like a hobby and an outlet. Obviously, I'm going to be a mom, and that's going to be like my sole focus, a stay-at-home mom, and it's going to be all about her, but I don't want to like lose myself.
I think, it'll give you like your identity, you know? Where you don't, you know, a lot of people are worried about they're just going to literally live through their child. So I think this will still give you like an outlet to like, you know, be able to express yourself still and not just be a mom 24/7.
Yeah,
things
which
like
I will still be a mom 24/7.
But I know you're worried about, you know, being fully stay-at-home mom and things like that. So I think this will be nice. It'll still be kind of like a job that you can kind of, you know, go through the routine and stuff like that.
Yeah. And like, I know how blessed I am to be able to be a stay-at-home mom. I know there's probably tons of women out there who want to do that and are not able to for whatever reason. So I'm like, I understand like how lucky I am and how lucky we are. And obviously if you're not able to, you're still an amazing mom, but like I don't want to say anything like negative about that. But anyways, yeah. This is what happened. This is what I do. This is what happens.
You go on a rant, a tangent.
Yes,
like,
and then I forget the point. Yes, and I'm like trying.
You need to like flashcards. It's like, here's my bullet points.
I know. So what was my point?
What was this even going over? Oh, how I like about your
Yeah.
I like your YouTube.
And then we were just talking about me like not losing myself. Okay, the first one I want to ask him is, what has Mike learned about makeup since you started your creator journey?
Oh, well, way more than I knew before, which was none. So I know the core items and things like that.
Yeah, like what? Name a couple.
Like eyeliner, blush, lipstick.
All makeup things.
What else we got around here? There's a lot.
There's a lot of
eyeshadow.
There's a lot of makeup in this room, guys.
Setting spray and that it gets everywhere and.
It's not. You're funny. Also, what do you think my favorite makeup brand is?
Natasha Denona, right?
I do like Natasha Denona a lot.
Oh yeah, Natasha Denona, new palette came out.
Is that my favorite?
I would imagine.
What other brand names do you know?
Oh gosh, I don't know off the top of my head. Color palette.
Color Pop.
Color Pop.
Color Pop. That's a good one. I actually have like a full shameless plug. I have like a full face of Color Pop on right now. I did a video on their new Valentine's Day collection.
What was the one I had to grab for our maternity pics? What was that one?
Oh, I told him I needed my Natasha Denona. I need a nude lipstick. And I literally said, go in my purse and get the one that says Natasha Denona.
I did. I thought I had a.
He gave me Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which was fine. They're very similar. I put Pillow Talk on. It wasn't the end of the world. But I was like, does that say Natasha Denona anywhere? Like, it's like literally this. Yeah. I'm like.
I saw a J or I don't know what I saw and I thought I was like, oh,
this isn't the Pillow Talk. But
okay.
It's just fun. I was like, okay, not the one. But it's okay. It's okay. It was still nice that he got it out of my purse for me. But.
Oh, I can start looking. I don't have to.
Are you gonna cheat?
Huda Beauty.
Huda Beauty, yeah, he's cheating. He's cheating. He's looking around.
What's the? I don't know. That's about all I know off the top of my head, sadly. But my
that's
memory
right.
I don't think
it's sad. I mean, you're a guy. You don't care about makeup. Ooh, what's your favorite thing about Emily?
Ooh, that's hard.
Do you want me to say my favorite thing about you?
Sure.
I have a lot of things about Mike. I mean, he's. Not to be corny, but like the best thing ever. My favorite thing about Mike is he doesn't like get upset easily. He's very calm. And I'm just like not really used to that with like just other people in my life, past relationships. So it's really nice that he is just calm and like doesn't his feathers don't get ruffled easily, and like you don't get mad and like yell and throw things if like something goes wrong, and it's just very nice because I feel like you calm me down in return. All right, what's your favorite thing about me?
I don't know. I think for me it would be your personality, where like we both get along so well together. So I feel like I really like that. And then I think like you're very upbeat. When I first started dating you, it was the whole thing where like you're around a bunch of like negative people. I feel like you're a very positive person, and I like your positive mentality on life and things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just I don't know. It's just nice to have that.
It's really easy to get sucked into negativity of like complaining all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's a big thing, being around people who are just negative all the time, stuff like that. It's nice
and like doomsday, like, oh, everything's going wrong, and like.
Yeah, I think that's like, I'm always like, always want to over prepare and things like that. And I feel like you're really good at being like, just kind of, you don't have to worry about that, it's not a big deal and all that stuff. So yeah, like you get me out of my comfort zone and stuff like that. Yeah, but we pretty much like each other for the same reasons. That's pretty much like our favorite things. That was like another thing that like someone else asked, like, how do you keep the romance alive? And we both were like, we didn't really know how to answer that, but just like have a healthy marriage, marry someone you actually have like a good relationship with before you make, like, I feel like we would always be good friends, and I love like your personality. I feel like we don't like clash. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like you have to find someone who's right for you, and like Mike said, we get along. We're not mean to each other. We're not rude. We don't yell at each other. And then even if we snap at each other, which obviously we snap at each other, and we're gonna be snapping at each other when we have this baby. Yeah, the baby's always a make or break, but I think we'll be fine because everyone's like, oh, wait till you get married, all that. Like I think nothing changed when we got married. No, nothing. So it's just really easy to keep that whole relationship alive, and
which obviously everything's gonna change when we have a baby, but I think that we've had conversations about it. Like we've seen how babies can affect other people in our lives, you know what I mean? And I get it. It's stressful. I mean, we don't get it. We're not there yet, but I can imagine how. Sorry, Pepper is just freaking out. We're ignoring him. Okay, he's like having a moment. I don't know what his deal is. I think he's like, why are mom and dad in her?
Yeah, I'm in here too.
Yeah, like he doesn't know what's happening. But like, just even like knowing that that's coming and wanting to combat that already, and like, I don't know. But what I was saying earlier is that like, even if we snap at each other, like we try to say sorry. Another thing is, we say thank you to each other all of the time. And I've noticed this with just other people in our lives. Like, if I ask him to do something for me and he gets me something, I'll say thank you. If he takes the trash out, I say thank you. If I empty the dishwasher, he says, hey, thank you. I've emptied the dishwasher 1,000 times. He's taken the trash out 1,000 times. But like, just being appreciative and just always.
Yeah, I think, I remember when we first started dating, I think you were like, why don't you say I love you more often? I was like, well, you already know that.
Yeah.
But just because you think, oh, you know, we already know that, you still need to keep doing that. Because it just, otherwise it just starts to eat it, I feel like. You know, you have, I don't know, if you just make assumptions like, oh, you know, we already know we love each other, so why would we ever say it to each other?
Right.
You know, it just, you have to keep doing that.
Right.
Like, just to make sure you keep it alive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it works.
No, for sure. Well. And also, like, knowing your partner's, like for him, he's not, like, a touchy-feely. Like, if I want to, like, I'm, like, I could hug you, like, all day, every day. And he never, I don't want this to, like, sound bad, but he never, like, initiates hugs, which is, at first, it bothered me. Like, when we first started dating, I was like, why does Mike never hug me? Like, what the heck? And I always had to ask for a hug. And now, like, I mean, we're 6 years in, so, like, obviously, it makes sense. We know each other really well now, but, like, I just know that, like, if I want a hug, I just need to ask for it. You know what I mean? And, like, that's that. And then we hug, and he never says no. He's never like, no hug for you.
No hugging.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, you just have to know, like, if you want something from your partner, you have to tell them.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a big thing, is just communicate, you know?
Yeah, which is so cliche, but, like, it's so true.
So many people just don't communicate well together. So.
Yeah. But also, like you said, I think we're just really blessed that we just genuinely click and get along, and we have fun together, and he freaking makes me laugh so hard, and like,
you need to watch White Lotus. You'll see what we're talking about.
I haven't watched it yet. There's
a newlywed in it, and there's like immediately like, ooh, they got married for the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's true. You see that.
But I also think that we were both like pretty picky in like dating each other. Like I was almost 24 when we met, and he was almost 26, which to some people that might not sound old, but in the Midwest, in Ohio, where we are, most people just like marry their high school sweetheart, and like, which is fine. Like, we have people in our lives who did that, and like, it's working out. But like, I feel like we were both like established in our careers and knew what we wanted. So then when we found each other, we were like I remember after our first date, like literally he dropped me off and I was like, yep, okay. I don't think I knew like, oh, I'm gonna marry him, but like, I literally was like, yeah, he was exactly what I want. And then, I mean,
those bowling skills.
It was. They impressed me. Yeah, they impressed me. But, yeah, and I, like, you can ask one of my best friend, Hannah, like, I literally said, like, a couple months into our relationship, I was like, I'm gonna marry him. And she was like, you're not, you just met him. And I was like, I know, but I'm gonna marry him. Look, he was right.
Yeah.
I think that might be all of it. Let me look.
What's our favorite thing? We gotta make up questions that we want to answer.
Wait.
Who's your favorite cat?
Stop it.
This guy.
I can't. Pepper's your favorite?
Nah, I love them both.
I don't think I could choose.
They both have my favorite things.
They both are adorable in their own way, and they both are annoying in their own way. I don't think I could choose. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When we first got Pep, him and I did not mesh at first. Let's
start off at the beginning of the story.
What?
Why did we get Pepper again?
Because Butterscotch always was obsessed with Mike. So naturally, I wanted to get a second cat that would be all about me. Well, let me just tell you.
Well, you got the one named Butthead on Israel.
I don't think I told you guys that. When we first decided to adopt Pepper from one of his work people that he works with, his name was Butthead. Obviously, we renamed him, but yeah. But anyways, so I wanted a second cat to be all about me, and it took a couple months for Pepper and I to like fully bond.
Yeah, it was a rough start.
It was kind of a rough start.
Pepper can lay on my lap.
Yeah, same thing.
She went, why you got two cats on your lap?
Yes. So we got a second cat so then he could have a cat and I could have a cat. And then all of a sudden he has 2 cats. And I'm like, that's not fair. But now Pepper and I are fully bonded. I love him. He loves me. And that's fine. But yeah.
He's a little chunky.
Oh, him's a chunker.
He's a little big.
Him's a chunker. Oh, another one I wanted to answer was, do you guys do anything special to remind each other that you love each other? Like buy flowers or something like that. I just wanted to throw this out here. That yes, he buys me flowers. But I also buy you flowers. So that is my reminder to you guys that sometimes guys want flowers too.
I love flowers.
But honestly, I think, Mike, you appreciate the flowers that I buy you more.
Sometimes I don't see them right away, but that's just me.
That's okay. That's okay. But I feel like sometimes he appreciates me buying him flowers more than I appreciate him buying me flowers. Just because, like, I know you love flowers so much. Like,
they look so pretty.
They are. They're beautiful. I am not a gardener. I have a black thumb. Mike does all that for us around the house. When we first moved in, I was getting the mail, and our neighbor right across the street started talking to me, and he was like, "We really like what you guys have done with the house. The garden looks great. Like, you've done a great job." And I was like,
really had a lady's touch, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, thank you, but it's all my husband. He does all the landscaping, all the flowering. I help very rarely. I'm just not interested in it. But
it's fun to see stuff grow. You know?
I will say my mom is super into gardening, and she said that she didn't get into it until like her late 30s, mid to late 30s. So I still have a couple more years. I could get into it.
See.
I don't
I think it'll happen. At least, well, Ivy will definitely.
Oh yeah, her name's gonna be Ivy, so she's got to like the outdoors. At least one of your girls will like the outdoors, because this one doesn't very much. All right, friends, I think that is all the questions. I think I've held my husband hostage here long enough.
Totally not awkward, this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit so many things out.
That's gonna be easy. This is one. There's no cuts at all, right?
Just one. He asked me before we sat down. He was like, "This isn't like a one take, right?" Like I was like, "No. I stop all the time." And
yeah, the live stream's definitely not happening anytime.
No,
not yet.
No,
I would need a lot more camera time before I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
No cuts.
No, I couldn't even do no cuts. Seriously, I don't think I could. That's like a thing. I think I saw Jessica Braun do it once, where she did a whole makeup video and literally didn't cut anything.
You just have to get comfortable with it, I guess.
No, I just like trip over my words, and like
that's part of it.
He's seen me do this 50 times recording this. I like go off on a tangent and then I forget what I'm saying and I stop in the middle of sentences.
I think it's if you being pregnant, that's like the funniest thing when I'm in my office working, just typing away. And you hear her do the same line like 10 times. And it's like, you're just giggling. You're like, oh gosh, she's probably dying inside right now.
He can hear me. I hate it.
And she hates it. She's like, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I didn't hear it.
Thank you for trying to make me feel better, but I know you can. It's fine. You're right across the hall. But
Butterscotch and Pepper freaking clawing at the door. And
it's great. It's great filming over here, guys.
Then the garbage truck comes.
And then a huge truck just, it's great.
You just gotta keep it in, you know? Keep it.
Should I?
What do you call it? Like more natural.
Nah. Okay, so I think that was all of our questions. If we missed one, I'm so sorry. I asked for these a while ago. I know it took a while to sit down and film this, but we got it done.
Got a whole another year till my next video. Right?
I know. Let me know if you guys like seeing Mike in these videos.
Yeah, well, maybe get one in 2024.
If he should be in another one, because I feel like he should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna have the one we did. Go ahead.
When's Ivy gonna be in the first video?
I know. I think I don't know if someone asked me this like in these questions, but I've been asked before if I'm gonna like show her. I think so. I mean, obviously, whenever I have her, I could change our mind, and we could change our mind and like not want to show her. But I feel like right now I would be comfortable with it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Right now I plan on like showing her and like telling you guys about her and stuff. I'll probably do that more on Instagram though, like Instagram stories. So if you want to follow my makeup Instagram, it's always linked down below. Shameless plug. But I would probably feel more comfortable putting her on stories because like that disappears after 24 hours. But yeah, I plan on showing her. I think we're both okay with that.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
I don't see why it would be a big deal.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I think that was all the questions. And what I was gonna say is that I'm gonna have the video we did together well, like
Oh.
a year ago, over a year ago at this point.
The makeup picking.
Yes, where he picked my
That
makeup.
was stressful too.
And it was so much fun. He like went through my whole makeup collection and like picked everything, and I did a look with it. And it was like one of my favorite videos I think I've ever filmed and edited and uploaded. So I'm gonna have that link down below in case you want more Mike content, because that's all.
It's gonna be
all.
rare. Oh my God.
Those are the only 2 videos I got with him. We gotta do an outro.
I thought that was the outro.
No, we gotta say bye. So,
Bye. Okay.
So, thank you if you were someone who submitted a question. We appreciate it, because obviously we couldn't do a Q&A without you guys providing the Q part. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to add?
No, this was a blast. I had so much fun.
You didn't feel awkward at all. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.